with him. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum and
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Gets it past the marker. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Oh, better look out. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Farmer. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So UCF's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Bring in the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the back. There he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Brown will throw it. He's going to take off. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Direct snap. tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Got it, looking for a first. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Knights want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Back to pass, it's Flagway. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down conversion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Moves around to clear up the vision. Complete to the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Benjamin. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking for a man. It's Glagway. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the back. Smithers into space. Lot of room to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by just one over Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And a big-time grab there, knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Wants to throw again. Caught near the sticks, it's Frazier. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Touchdown, Georgia! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Hauls it in. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Briggs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Turns it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, those sting, man. The third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
Right down the boulevard. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to do that.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Snagged in the middle, it's Taylor. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air, it's Lagway. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Benjamin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Hughes. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He'll do it himself. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Offense now working in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Brown will throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jenkins. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Bulldogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
So now it's second and long. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Now on 1st down from the 30. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Brown wants to pass. Finds a spot in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup. on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the toss. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. The Knights have it with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Looking for the end zone. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short game.
It's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Smashes it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To throw, it's Lagway. Pulls it in. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got the back in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his target down the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hughes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Hughes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The Knights look to keep this drive humming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Hughes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Working that left side now. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the left side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Georgia. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Coming out with it, it's Farmer. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the handoff. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Brown wants to pass. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. To the ground with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll try it again. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Brown will throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Quarterback on the keeper. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. A little release to the back. Inside the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I like it, threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Gonna look downfield again. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
The Knights get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they can't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the lock.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Line gets set, first down. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Knights need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. It's on target and complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 20. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point.
That makes the score, Georgia.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book.